What's up YouTube, it's Louis here bringing you today's cryptocurrency video. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin on the daily time frame. Now I've cleared up this chart, I'm just taking a look at another one because I want to get this point across, just using the Fibonacci's and to show you guys that potentially we could have already bottomed out with this wick, of course, but I've already shown you how if we lose 46k we'll go to 42k again, 42k again. But it's all about holding this swing low over here. If you lose this, you're putting in a lower low on a daily time frame, which you don't want to see. You're losing key structure, and there's a higher chance if you do lose this, you could find support here, you could find support here, but it basically puts you back into this range where this is the bottom of your range and this is the top of your range. So we'll take a look at this trend line. Of course, you've have resistance, resistance, fake out, because when you come back to it, you lost that support, resistance there, resistance there, resistance, support, because your body is closed up there. And I actually do believe that over here it was a fake out. So what we do want to see is on the daily time frame for this to be back tested as support, and this is giving it a higher likelihood that we won't lose the low, because you've had two fake outs basically, and then once you confirm it as support, that will be like the beautiful confirmation of that basically. So let's take a look at the Fibonacci's. CoinSkid was saying how this was actually a low, and this was wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, 4, 5. And this makes sense, guys, because when I saw this, I was seeing this impulse here as wave 1. And what I didn't understand was when we were coming down is why was wave 3 shorter than wave 1, because wave 3 is your largest wave, and this is why CoinSkid's Elliott wave makes sense, because this should be wave 3, because comparing this to this one over here is much longer, and usually your wave 1's your shortest wave, wave 3 is your longest, wave 5 can be as short as wave 1 or as long as wave 3. So of course it was shorter than this one, so this is not wave 3, this one is, okay. So measuring from here, swing low to swing high, to see when you rolled over, where did you find support. And you actually found support on the 786. You did come back to the 1, but you can see, look over here, you actually held the 786. You closed above it as support, you were below, you closed above it, lost the support, however you never confirmed it as resistance. So what this is telling me with these two candles is that this move to the downside was a fake out, because you were holding support here, you lost it but never tested it as resistance, telling me that the 786 was support. So after bouncing from the 786 we had an impulsive wave to the upside. So now we can measure from the swing high to the swing low to see where we're going to go to. Now that we've retraced, now we're going to continue basically. Let me drag this to the side. So you can see here, once we got above the 618 at 33,500, you start working your way through the fibs. You got to the 1618, back tested the 1.272, you lost it to back test the EMAs, got back above and you head to the 2414, and this over here was a bull trap. Basically you had a shooting star over here, bearish reversal candlestick pattern, you're in an uptrend, and on the daily time frame you got a bearish reversal candlestick pattern. In the short term you did fall back to the 20 EMA, had one last impulse, but you can see resistance again, you broke above but couldn't hold it as support. So this over here is your fake out, but we're using that point as that pink trend line. So once you come down, you've actually come down in between the 1618 and the 1414. You did have a nice little wick down there, but when you lost this, look, you didn't test it as resistance, got straight back above it. Same over here, got straight back above. So what I like about this is that you met the 2414 and you fell to the 1618 and the 1414, basically telling you that this dip over here is done. And I'm going to show you why that dip was done. So I'm going to go to the previous Bitcoin bull market basically. I'm going to measure the 2014 bear market, 2014-2015, and you can see once we met the 2414 up here, 19k, had a little overshoot before falling back where to the 1618, just a bit below the 1618 and just a bit above the 1414, in between, like what we're seeing right now. And after that, look, you bounced off, came back again, bounced, and then went into our bull market. So after meeting your 2414 and coming to that 1414, 1618 location, then you bounce and you continue to go in bullish, and that's literally what we're seeing right over here. So we did come down to the 1618, lost it, kind of fell short. You did tap it with a wick, but the bodies kind of fell short, just like what we saw in the past. And then we continued our bull trend, and look, we came back down again. So it's looking so similar, guys. So I do think that the bottom is potentially in because of this, because with the wick again, just like we looked in that previous bull market, sorry, in that previous bear market, you came down twice into the same location, that 1618. So we're not done just there yet. We're almost done, but just before we finish up, we now need to measure from the top to the bottom. Oh, no, I have forgotten one thing. I think I need to measure from here to the top over here to show you that, look, where we came down to again, the 786, just like down here. And now we can measure that impulsive wave to the downside to see where we're going to go up to next. So once you break above the 0618, you're going to head to the 1618. I'm going to drag this across because this is just amazing confidence to the fact that we could have potentially already bottomed out because of that 1618 lining up together here, and it's both bouncing as support, just like we saw in that previous bear market. But also now measuring from here to here, we're going to look at where Bitcoin's going to go, and it went to the 1618. You could see resistance, 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 fake out over here, fake out over here. You lost the 20 and rolled over. You put in a lower high and you had a bearish engulfing candlestick where the red eats the green, then you lost support and you put in a lower low here. So once you meet the 1618, I do tell you guys in many videos that you can come down to the 1.272 before continuing up to these higher targets up here to the 2414. But I have told you in the past that if you do lose that 1.272, we can find support on the 1, and this is what a lot of the time happens. But I have gone through some cases in the past which I've told you guys that you can actually roll over. I went through this on Polygonomatic. I said you can actually roll over all the way to that 0618, and as long as you hold that 0618, and look where that 0618 is lining up with the support of this, you were holding this pink line as support, you lost it, got back above it, and so this could potentially be a fake out. How do we confirm that that's a fake out? If we can now come back to the 0618, maybe wick down but hold this pink line, if you can confirm this pink line as support, it's higher likelihood you're going to start working your way back through the fibs to these higher up targets at 79k. So it's looking beautiful, because over here, if you can see, when we broke above that 618, you did back test it, but you didn't like come away from the chart, which is like what I'd like to see really. This over here is a fake out. When you come down, you had arch away from the chart before rolling over. Can you see that space? Well, I've told you guys in the past, I don't like it when there's no space. Here, you broke above the 200, you eventually come back down. You didn't do something like this, because when it's instant, it's a fake out. Look, got up, instantly came back down. That ended up resulting in a fake out, and this was your true resistance. You broke out, came back too fast, fake out. Same here, come down, come back up too fast, fake out. So I want to see the roll over, hold that support, maybe wick down to the 618, create a double bottom, get above that 200, and then start working our way up. Because when you broke above this, yeah, you back tested that support, but it came down a bit too fast for me, and that's why we've eventually come back down there. And I'm loving this, guys, honestly, because we've gone through how these two areas are similar to the bear market over here, where you've come back down to the 1618 and the 1414, and you had a little wick down there again. So could we be in something like this right now for Bitcoin? It's looking nice, guys. So I hope you enjoyed today's update. Of course, if that 0618 can now hold, we can head to the 80k, where we could see another fake out, basically, where we overshoot it before coming back down potentially to in and around this zone. So expect that, because this is what you've done in the past before, and like obviously the past doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. So I hope you enjoyed this update. I've got a banging headache from last night. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, make sure to check out Abby's YouTube video. She just uploaded a VeChain one. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you in the next one, and as always, peace.